Okay, this is 4.2, examples of compound interest. I'm going to go over all the different examples here with you. So this is example number 1. Joe invested $600 at 4.5 compounded semi-annually for 2 years. What will the investment be worth at the end of the 2-year term? Okay, so the best thing to do here is to write out all of our unknowns. So for compound interest, our equation is A, which is the final amount, P, which is the principal amount, times 1 plus I is the interest rate, to the N. And N is the number of the compounding periods. So let's go through our question and find out what we know. So for A is the final amount. We want to know what will the investment be worth at the end of the 2-year term. So that is what we're looking for. We want to figure out what A is. P is our principal. That's what we started out with. So in our question it says that Joe invested $600. So P will be $600. Okay, then we have I, which is our interest rate. Now our interest rate is calculated by doing R over N. R is your rate in a decimal, and then N is the compounding period. So our rate we have here is 4.5%, so in a decimal, 0.045. Remember, you can calculate this by dividing it by 100 and you'll get the 0.045. And our compounding period is the amount of times it gets compounded. So for us, it's semi-annually. Semi-annually happens twice a year, so our N is 2. So 0.045 divided by 2 will give us 0.0225. Okay. And then our N, our little n, is the number of compounding periods. Now this is going to be your compounding period times the number of years. So we are compounding semi-annually, so semi-annually is twice a year for 2 years, so times 2. So 2 times 2, and that equals 4. From here we have all our information and we just have to plug it into our compound interest formula. So A is equal to our P, I'll write it over again, P times 1 plus I over to the N. So our P we discovered was $600. 1 plus our I value is 0.0225. And our little n, which is the number of compounding periods, which is going to be 4. So you have to remember to do this value first and then to the 4 and then multiply 600 and you will get $655.85. Okay, so therefore after 2 years Joe's investment has grown to $655.85.